Good afternoon and welcome to More Meets the Eye. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today we're going to be covering the WWE Wreckin' Slam Monstertruck. You almost said G.I. Joe and Transformers. Do so much G.I. Joe and Transformers on this channel. Well, it just seems to be the automatic thing to talk about, right? Now, this is a pretty unique vehicle. I was not expecting anything like this to ever come out, and it's really cool. I think it's one of the better Wreck and Slam vehicles out there, but mainly it's because of how it interacts with the other Wreck and Slam vehicles, and we'll showcase that at the end of today's video. I do want to showcase, how this interacts with the other vehicles in the Wreck and Slam line. Um, and how all those play patterns you mesh together so well with this. This is like the key to the play pattern when it comes to WWE Wreck and Slam stuff. And so it's really exciting. Here it is at the front. Now I got mine on Amazon. I don't know. I heard that there's different colors of them. There's different types. And there was a special one for Walmart and a special one for Target. And I don't know if they did a special one for Amazon, but this is the Amazon version. It's a nice little vehicle. I've got my handy dandy Lego pad somewhere around here. Here it is. We can go ahead and show you the size. Bam. There we go. The size is, not counting the light bar at the top, this thing is 32 studs tall. It's pretty good. Lengthwise, it's longer. Not a lot longer, but I'd say it's 16 plus 32, so 48 studs long at its longest. Let's go ahead and set the handy dandy Lego pad over here off to the side. Try and store it in something. Good grief. Now, I don't know, I guess I just woke up under a bad moon or something, but I have had the worst luck today. Like, things fall apart, stumped my toe a few times. Been a wild day for luck, but, I mean, it's been a Monday, right? How many of you out there have also had a interesting Monday today? By the way, I hope all of you, had a wonderful Mother's Day. Anybody out there who's a mother, happy belated Mother's Day to you. Anyway, so we'll talk about this thing and describe it, how it looks in truck mode, and then we're going to break it down, talk about its pieces, and then afterwards we're going to just kind of do a size comparison with the other Wreck and Slam vehicles. So first off, it's got a basic truck. Like, if you found a way to dismantle all the stuff underneath it and put some little wheels on this thing, you would have a decent truck. This is a decent truck feel. It's got all of the stuff that you would expect to feel from a truck. So that's a big positive. You can have a 1/12 scale truck with a little bit of work. Now, sculpt wise, we got a license plate on the front bumper that's sitting pretty far up. Bumper's really nice. We've got a no sort of grill on the front of the truck because this truck doesn't really have any air intakes on the front, but I'm pretty sure there's something WWE related there. By the way, this is one of the few vehicles in the line that you can't rip the front bumper off of. It's got some lights on either side, which has been the best lights that I've experienced so far. All the other lights have had stickers that have been peeling off, and this guy's stickers are actually recessed in there, and I think they'll last longer than the Wreck and Slam Mobile or the Wreck and Slambulance. Their stickers have not lasted as long as I hope these in the front of this guy last. The engine here is pretty big. It's a big, massive guy. It's just one of those cartoonishly huge engines sticking out of here. It's a 12-cylinder engine. You could tell it's got 6 pistons on each side, which is insane. This is one powerful motor, but then again, monster trucks have powerful engines. Have you ever seen Gravedigger? The entire back of that vehicle is an engine. Coming over here to the sides, we've got wonderful paneling on this vehicle. Nice sculpted in paneling. It's very sleek. It's very minimalistic, which is what you kind of expect from a monster truck who has paint on him instead of one of those monster trucks with a really cool body. Like the Wild Thing or something like that. Just the ones that went a little crazy when it came to designing the fiberglass body. There's a little step on one side, and that's pretty neat. You got a little step where you can let's see, we got Zorana right here. We can close up Zorana's legs just a bit, bend those knees down, and then she can set there. Actually, she can't with her backpack in. Remove her backpack, and seriously, is it not enough space for you? You're a pretty light figure. Ah, crap. Okay, well that's annoying. She's gonna fall off. I was hoping that there'd be a way to get them to just sit there. That'd been cool. But maybe a little sticky tack action, but you can get them to stand. Knocking things over here at Blind Prime. So let's try that again. Okay, we're gonna get her to stand. Stand, you little. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, get them to stand. Now, can it? That's nice. That's nice. So that's something you can do with the figure. And oh God, where did your knife go? Why isn't your knife in your backpack where it belongs? Oh Lord, where's that knife? You see, that's the thing that I dislike about Zorana here, is that Zorana's knife refuses to stay in her backpack. I spend a lot of time, anytime I bring this figure out, just looking for the GD knife. The stupid knife that you can never find, and this guy is so large, I can't even really get a good feel in the area to figure out maybe where the knife's at. That's a shame. That's a shame. I'm going to set her backpack over here, and hopefully I find her knife one day soon, because that is super annoying. There's just little pieces, little things that happen in G.I. Joe that I'm just like, why did you do that? Why didn't you have some better, system set up there? No. So let's continue talking about this. I'm trying my best to figure out what next piece. Got to feel around to find it. Right, I set it down over somewhere else. Anyway, so let's continue talking about this guy real quick. We've got that nice little ledge on the side of the vehicle mode. Comes back here. Still wonderful little, just basic truck structure. Interestingly enough, this truck has a hook on the back of it. No other vehicle in the WWE line has had a hook on the rear. Okay? This is the first one. But this hook is so far off the ground, you can't use it for anything. And that is a shame. I thought it would be cool, but maybe we'll see them redesign this truck chassis into a regular, WWE Wreck and Slam truck. That would be neat. Maybe take out the giant engine and put in something in the rear area for the tail, for the bed of the truck. But do something, because this hook tells me they have plans to use this chassis on something else. This hook is just way too far off the ground for it to be used with anything else. Now, talking about the wheels, because we can just go down. Well, actually, I didn't mention this. The top section here, this covering for the bed of the truck, has a fabric feel to it, like it's a cloth covering, and you can feel all the wrinkles in it and stuff. And it's also got two little nubs for you to put G.I. Joe or any sort of 1/12 scale action figure's feet on. Zorana's feet fit in there quite well, and that's a cool little boon. So where is Zorana? Here's Zorana. Once again, we're gonna bring her out, and yeah, I'm using Zorana and Ripper here. Ripper is driving, by the way, to just showcase it, because I figured if anybody's driving if anybody's driving a monster truck, it would be the Dreadnaughts. All right, so you didn't lose anything there, and of course you don't have any sunglasses to lose. Oh, Ripper's sunglasses always falling off his head anytime I knocked something over. It's just a little annoying, so I stored them away somewhere else. Okay, that's it for the upper body. We've got the light bar at the very top. That's a big chunky thing. It's a bunch of floodlights. Hi, Cream. Do you want to say hello? The monster truck's going to hit you. Or it's going to run you over. It's going to run you over. You going to attack it? Brr. He doesn't know what to think of the monster truck. Brr. Now, coming down here to the lower sections of the monster truck, you get a lot of really nice textures in the underside of the monster truck. Really good stuff going on here. Flipping it onto its front so we can look at the underside. We don't get too many textures on the underside, but they do try to give us some textures on the underside, which is something I really appreciate. Not everybody does that, and they do manage to give us some textures on the underside. It's really good. And this is a good toy to hold. You're curious about the monster truck? You want to investigate? Huh? Huh? Look, it's gonna come at you. It's gonna come at you, Creep. It's coming at you, Creep. I like playing with the cat. All right, so let's break it down and tell you the pieces that it comes with. We get one light bar that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big old lights on it, and it also has handles on either side to get. You can have characters hold it, but these handles are a little too thick for G.I. Joe classified figures, except the bigger ones. So be aware of that. Don't want to stretch your G.I. Joe figures' hands out. Make sure that if you're going to have a character hold this, it's one of your bigger Joes, or bigger figures in general with bigger hands. Won't stretch them out as much. Now we're going to continue talking about this by ripping off the side of the vehicle, because this entire side of the vehicle comes ripping off. You can use that little step ladder thing or the little ledge to use as sort of a handle. And we're just going to set that on the floor. We don't need that right now. Now we can turn the truck around, and we're going to rip off the other side. You know, some people are like, you can rip the doors off on this. And I was like, that's neat. And then I discovered it's not the doors. It's the entire side of the truck. We just rip off the entire side of the truck. Sometimes it gets stuck, which is a little annoying. But you can always, if you have troubles with that, you can always sand down these pieces that make the connections. And if you sand them down a little bit, you can make the connection point easier. There we go. We're just going to set that down over there too. Now, I did spin it around because there's another piece here that I wanted to showcase. It's the ladder. We got a little ladder that's connected to the side of the truck. And you can actually, where's my friend Zorana here? Zorana here can stand on it. There we go. Look at that. And then we can bring them back and forth. That's kind of neat. It actually, stabilizes them pretty well. It's neat to have the ability for a character to just kind of hang out on the side. Though I do say it's a missed opportunity that they didn't include one of those little nubbins for feet to stick to. It's a real big missed opportunity there. But you can also yank that ladder piece off. We're going to set that in amongst the smaller pieces. I've been putting the bigger ones on the ground. And yeah, that's all for the sides here when it comes to the accessories. But we can also rip off the back of the roll bar. And so it's a nice little piece. It's got 2 bars that are attached in sort of like a double H mode. And we can set that off over to the side. We've got Ripper in here, and he's driving. Now, something else you can do with this is... Ah! I hit myself in the face. You can do that with these pieces. I don't know where the other one went. And that was surprising. I wasn't expecting it to come off that easy. Just whacked myself right in the face with that. It's fun. I think it's really cool. Yeah, it's a nice little piece that you can add there. Let's see. We just set this. Bam. It's fun. Though I don't know where that other piece went. Did you do something with it, Cream? You know what? Oh, I found it. It was on the floor over there. There we go. We got those 2 pieces. We can just set them over here amongst the collection of pieces that we've gathered so far. And where's the other one? Did I set the other one over there, or did I do something else with it? There it is. There we go. All right. That's almost all the breakaway pieces. We've got a few more. We've got Ripper here. I'm going to go ahead and pull him out of the vehicle mode. Ripper, leave. Thank you. And stand him up. There you go, Ripper. We're going to just have you stationed over here, leaning against the stage light. No, don't fall forwards, you stupid thing. Stop it. Lower your arms. There you go. Now, nuts. And how did you roll that far? Oh, Lord. I have the worst luck with G.I. Joe figures sometimes. What's up, Cream? What's up, Cream? Okay, so that is all of his breakaway pieces. The little engine. We got one more breakaway piece, and it's in here. It's the chair, and the chair is actually really well sculpted. We've got some neoprene fabric feeling stuff, and then we've got a smoother style fabric on the edges of it. Very nice little seat, and we're going to put that over there. Now, that is all the breakaway pieces and things that come with this guy. For the most part, that's it. Now we'll talk about the textures on the interior of the vehicle, and then we're going to get to size comparisons. So the textures here on the interior is what, if you've never been a monster truck fan, then you don't know this, but monster trucks have a very different interior than normal vehicles. What they do when making a monster truck is they rip out everything but the shell of the vehicle, and they redesign a single seat in the center, for this guy at least, in the center as a way to protect them more, the driver more. This thing's got some layers of armor around it. You've got this roll bar, which is missing a top piece, and that's you've got some wonderful textures in here too. But the thing to know about monster trucks is there's two ways to enter a monster truck. Either you do it through the window, like they had here with the little pad. You climb the ladder, you get on the pad, and then you squeeze yourself through a window to get into the driver's seat. Or in the bigger, some monster trucks that have like a two-seater version, but the seat in the center is going to be where a driver's seat typically is. The passenger seat will be missing. Instead, the passenger seat will be a little hatch. And you open the hatch and you climb down a ladder and you get down onto the ground below the monster truck. That's the two ways that I know of to enter a monster truck, either through one of the side windows, or you climb a ladder up into the vehicle and you strap yourself in. Like the Monster Truck Wild thing had that type of access port. You climbed up a ladder into the interior of the monster truck, and that was really neat. I found that to be really, that was a lot safer. You could have a fully enclosed interior, which would ensure the safety of the driver. Now, the steering wheel for this does move up and down, but it does not come out. And then on here we got a lot of corrugated metal structure or texture, even a couple of cup holders onto the side, but sadly they didn't give those any depth, so you can't like get a 1/12 scale water bottle or something and slip it in there. Or like I was doing, I was wanting to put a couple of G.I. Joe Classified Series ammunition packs, the extra ammo, and I was wanting to put a couple of them in the cup holders, but sadly they're not deep enough for that, which is a shame. Seriously, you could have just had those be hollow, and that would have been wonderful. I'm thinking about getting my drill bit out and actually drilling into the cup holders to give them, some depth and some nice cup holder depth. So the last thing you could take off is the wheels. These rubber wheels can just be ripped off. I'm not going to bother doing it on camera, but it is super easy. You just grab the wheel and take it off with the plastic rim. And then you're left with just a monster truck on the rims. And then if you have your monster truck on the rims, you can take this piece, the weird rectangular plastic pieces that came with the monster truck, and you can set them up on the underside, and then you have it sitting on those things, and its rims are just visible. Like, it parked itself in the wrong neighborhood. I'd love to see that in a WWE match. They go out there to bring in the monster truck because they're going to do some big show with the monster truck, and only to discover that the heel of the day had actually gone out there with a crew and taken the wheels off the monster truck and just left it sitting on cinder blocks. That would be hilarious. Please, WWE, if you're watching this, do that one day for me, for Blind Prime. Have the monster truck on cinder blocks. I love it. I love the idea. So, okay, now that we've talked about this thing and talked about its really fun features, let's then get into some size comparison, because I know all of you out there really want some fun size comparisons. So first, we'll do a size comparison with the biggest the biggest WWE vehicle so far, the Wreck and Slam Mobile Crane. So let's go ahead and compare them. I'm going to put the monster truck behind it because of how big this mobile crane is. The monster truck does sit taller than it. It's pretty neat, and it's a very tall monster truck, and something fun that you can do, but we'll say that in a second. So the Wreck and Slam rig is longer than the monster truck. Remember, this Wreck and Slam rig is basically a 1/12 scale smaller semi-truck that happens to have a crane on the back. So now let's move the Wreck and Slam crane over here. We're going to push it away from the truck. We're going to back up the monster truck here because we do have to get a little extra space in order to do what needs to be accomplished here. Rotate the crane around because this part is a little fun. We're going to go ahead and pick this crane up all the way, making it as tall as possible. So we'll first off shrink it down first. Okay, so first what you want to do is you want to drag back your monster truck up. Now on the back of the monster truck I talked about the trailer hitch at the top, but on below between the two rear wheels there's this kind of thing that looks like it can have a hook put into it, and there's a hook right here on the Slam Mobile. So let's put a hook into that arch. It snaps into place very well. Now let's pick the crane up. Let's see. It's clink, clink, clink. And I'm going to stretch this out a couple more bits, and then clink, clink, clink. Isn't that fun? You can even stretch it out even further. Look at that. It's just hovering there. How cool is that? That is fun. Ooh, it's like a pendulum. It's a monster truck pendulum. All right. So that is something that you can do with the Slam Mobile crane if you want to do it with the Slam Mobile crane. Let's go ahead and pull back that piece. There we go. That was just something fun that I realized was a neat little play pattern that you could have with this, and a use for the crane. You can use it to pick that monster truck up by that back winch hole. So there we go. I'll set the Wreck and Slam Mobile on here to the ground, and let's pull out the next one to talk about, which should be, if I'm not mistaken, I want to talk about the ambulance, and then we're going to bring in, honestly, the thing that I think fits into this vehicle combo the best. So we'll talk about the ambulance first. Also, we'll bring in the forklift. So let's set the monster truck there, ambulance behind it. There's a good idea of what's going on there. The monster truck is still taller than the ambulance. The bed of the monster truck and the top of the ambulance are nearly on the same level. The bed is just slightly taller. Just slightly taller. Now, the truck is not as long as the ambulance. The ambulance definitely has more on the truck. Now, fun things you can do with the truck and the ambulance because of these interacting play patterns, because I want to showcase them. It's just fun to do it. Bam! I don't know why that's so much fun, but that is a lot of fun. You can slam in the hood, and if the monster truck catches some airtime, boom. It's just so much fun to do. I don't know why that's so much fun, but it is. I even broke the entire top of the lid off. There it goes. It snaps back into place quite well. Sadly, the monster truck can't hit this, but if we do something, let's see if we can have a little more fun with it. Okay, so first off, what we want to make sure, open this up. We gotta do a little prep action, making sure this is all prepped and ready to go, right? Because right now, with everything that's been going on in here, we've gotta. Let's go ahead and pull this guy out real quick. Let's go ahead and make sure you are attached to your gurney, sir. We don't want you falling off your gurney. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. The ambulance might have some liabilities if that happens. So let's just make sure you're strapped in there nice and tight, sir. There we go. Tighten down that strap. There we are. He's wearing a helmet, so we know he's going to be okay. Okay. I broke this part off too. There it goes. Oh, man. This thing is a rugged little beast of a vehicle. So let's go ahead and pull out whatever that piece is. What is that? Oh, that is the jaws of life. Okay, let's go ahead and line this up on its little spoke things. Okay, let's pull that door open. Reach in here. You got to do a little bit of pre-planning for this bit here, but we got it. We got it now. Let's go ahead and make sure all the wheels are in their slots, because in order for this to happen, we need the wheels in the slots, right? Okay. Wheels in the slots. Excellent. Now we're just going to... There it goes. Locked it into place. We are golden. The guy is on the stretcher. He is attached. Let's go ahead and close that. And there. Oh, I did it too soon. I did it too soon. I just wanted to check. There it goes. We locked it. Okay, cream is in the appropriate position. Get hit by a gurney. Now let's see if it happens. Let's see if we can do it, because it would just be so much more fun if this is also a thing you can do with this vehicle. So we're just going to have it come up and... Yeah! Look at that! He's looking around like, what in the world was that? Oh, that was so much fun. Oh, we're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna do it one more time. Just because, you know, you gotta have fun with your toys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you gotta have fun with your toys. We're gonna park it further in, make sure that it's in the center of the screen so y'all could get the full action of this when it happens. And BAM! It didn't go out all the way that time. He got a little stuck, but the door flew off. You can have a lot of fun with this. You can have a lot of fun with this. I highly recommend doing that. Let's set this guy off on the ground because we're done talking about this Slambulance for a moment. The Slambulance can rest. If I can just get it to set on something in here. There we go. All right, that was a lot of fun. Now let's talk about the forklift, and then we're going to bring in honestly the best one out there. So I've got the forklift here. He's got. Wait, where's the forklift? Forklift. Oh, I thought you were right there, but you're not. Huh? Where did I put the forklift? Ah, nuts. Okay, forklift. Oh, there it is. Here's the forklift. Okay, forklift can come over here, and we get the, there we go. The top of the forklift is below the bed of the truck here. The forklift can also, you know, raise itself, pardon me, up so that it is nearly level with the window on the monster truck, but not quite, not quite. I do say, you know, and I'll say this every day of the week, it's amazing to have a 1/12 scale forklift. If you didn't pick this guy up, you missed out. And I hope that you can find yourself one because 1/12 scale forklift is just great for diorama scenes with your HISS tank or any other military vehicles, or just a nice little diorama scene with a forklift. You know, that's cool. I like the forklift. I think it's neat. And, you know, I do highly recommend it. I picked up mine for $12 because I found it on sale. So we're going to set forklift over here off to the side. Make sure that my Cobra Trooper didn't lose his helmet. No, I love that their helmets do tend to stay on. Now, let's bring in the piece de la resistance, the one that you want to see compared, the one that I wanted to see compared, the car, the vehicle, the Corvette, the convertible Corvette with Darth Sidious and Darth Vader inside, and of course Wreck and Slam truck. Now let's do the size comparison before the Wreck and Slam truck wrecks and slams this thing, because I know we have a lot of fun doing it. They're actually the same length. These guys are nearly twins of one another. You can kind of see that maybe if you put the wheels of the Wreck and Slam monster truck underneath this car, it would actually fit decently. Now let's go ahead and do the thing. Bam! And just roll over the rest of it. Yes, and that's how Darth Sidious died. Crushed under a monster truck driven by a madman who happens to be blind. Yes. It's great. The windshield crashes in. The people get all splayed all over the place. It's wonderful. It is just a must-have if you have yourself the Slam Mobile Corvette and the monster truck. This monster truck is an excellent addition to your Wreck and Slam. It fits the play set well enough. You know, the what do they call that? The play method, the play style, play pattern. It fits the play pattern of the WWE Slam stuff in incredibly well. I do wish it had some more slammable things on it that come off, but, you know, I'm really happy with what we got. The biggest criteria I have on this is I do wish that these wheels hadn't been mushroom pegged in. Instead, we gotten a little piece of plastic that we could turn to lock the wheel in or pull it out to unlock the wheel. That way we could, you know, have the wheels being used as throwing devices or something like that. We could pull the wheels off and actually integrate them into the Wreck and Slam play. Now, I wish they had done that with all the wheels, honestly, because, you know, the wheels are just another part of the vehicle you can rip off and have another wrestler beat another person with. But For 1/12 scale vehicles, it's excellent. Now I just need myself to paint this in a zebra pattern and get myself an Ace Ventura 1/12 scale figure to put inside so that, he can reenact the scene from the second Ace Ventura movie. I have blathered on long enough and spooked cream enough times for today. Thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. This vehicle is a lot of fun, and when you add it with all the other Wreck and Slam stuff, it just makes for a wonderful time. So I'm going to give this guy a 10 out of 10 just for how well he fits the play pattern of the WWE Wreck and Slam series. Thank you all again for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next Prime, bye-bye for now.